Happy New Year! I'm so glad to be back. This is Booties and Bonnets. My name is Nani, and I love this community and this hobby. And I am so happy I'm looking forward to a new year, 2022. I have three of my dollies here. I've been collecting reborns for about 5 years already. And some of them I've painted, and some I've bought from other artists. And this reborn hobby is just such a wonderful hobby, especially those of us who have always loved little ones, babies. It just brings a lot of happiness to us, and I am just very thankful that I discovered this hobby. And I wanted to just kind of show you what each of my dollies is wearing. I've got my sweet little Daisy here, and she's the Daisy Sculpt. And I bought this kit, the kit to make her about 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, 3 to 4 years ago, and I decided to paint her. And I used air dry paints, and I've always loved babies with lots of different expressions, and I think she really has such a peaceful face, and so anyway, and I love working with air dry. I really do. It's one of my favorite, I guess my preferred way of painting my dollies. And if you're ever interested in trying to paint a dolly, there are many YouTube videos out there with tutorials that'll show you how to do it. And I do make sure that my dolls that I buy them through reputable dealers like McPherson's or Bountiful Baby or Irresistibles. There are a lot of good reputable companies out there that make these beautiful that provide these beautiful sculpts. Of course, we know they're made by artists, which I very much support. There's a lot of work that goes into each of these creations, and then it's so much fun because then the artist can create the dolly the way they want it to. And there's the fun thing about this reborn hobby is that there are no two dolls alike. They're all so unique. And but anyway, I just thought I'd come on and just share a couple of my dollies here. Like I said, this is a Daisy Sculpt, and if I could recall who the sculptor is, if anybody knows, let me know. But I know I bought the kit through Bountiful Baby. So anyway, I just love this little girl. I love the way her hands are. Her little fingers have so much expression to them. Look at her little fingers, are just beautiful. And just her lips are just so defined and so detailed. I just love this little one. And yeah, I decided to root her hair. And it's kind of a very blonde mohair look to it, a very soft. There's a special tool I use that is very simple to use, and sometime I'd like to show you what tool I use because it's very handy for doing rooting. And but anyway, here's little Daisy, and I decided to keep her name Daisy because she does look like a little daisy to me, and the daisy's one of my favorite flowers. If I were to pick one, I just love the simplicity of them, and they're just really pretty. So, and then a really sweet friend in the community gave me this little bear, and it's I'll let you know who it's from. It's handmade by Lanes and Bears, and Melanie gave me this, and I've been enjoying her so much. I called her Sunshine. I thought that was just a perfect name, and these dolls are handmade, totally handmade, and they're made from mohair, and this artist actually puts each bear individually hand sews them and creates her very own bears. Each one is very unique. There's no two of a kind. I mean, they're all one of a kind, and there are no two that are the same. And the little heart, it came with a little heart that says, "May your days be filled with laughter, friendship, and love." And I thought that was so sweet. It's a little heart. So make sure you go to this website. I'll show you what it is. I'm not sure if you can read it, but this bear is an adult collectible. It is not a toy, and it is not suitable for children under 14 years old. And so it's handmade by Lanes and Bears. So there you go. You can look it up. And she makes beautiful little stuffed animals, little bears of all kinds. And they all have such unique personalities. And so I want to thank Melanie for giving me this. This is so sweet. I'm just treasuring the little bear. Very sweet. And then here, who do I have next? I have my Emily, and she's wearing the cutest little sleeper with little mice on it. And she has a crocheted little hat, bonnet that I found at a resale shop. And this is the Leah Sculpt by Sandra White. And I always love this sculpt. And again, I've had this little dolly about 4 years, 3 to 4 years, and she was one of the first ones I painted, and I just love her. I love her sweet expression, and I love sleeping babies because they look like they're really, they look very peaceful to me. And so sometimes when I'm feeling kind of, when I want a peaceful day or a peaceful moment, I'll hold one of my babies and it just relaxes me. These dolls are very therapeutic, and so I love her little hands. Look at how expressive these little hands are. Yeah, they're kind of open, but her fingers are curled in. Her right hand, her fingers are curled in, and her hands are open a little more. But I think she looks really sweet, and I decided to name her Emma Lee. And Lee, because of her sculpt name, is Lea. And I just love this dolly. I'll put her back over here. There we go. My thoughts are kind of all over the place today, but I gotta get back into practice with doing videos and changing my dollies. We had company over Christmas, so I had to put my dollies away for about a few days, and it was quite a job. But then I brought them back out, and then who do we have here? This is Charlotte. I named her Charlotte, and she's the Easton Sculpt. And this one I bought. Yeah, I wish I could recall who the sculptor is, but I bought her, as I recall, on Bountiful Baby 2, and she is so detailed. Her ears are just beautifully done. Beautifully detailed. They almost look like real baby ears. And her little mouth, I just love that sweet little face. And she's kind of tiny. She's about 17 inches long, so she's more of a preemie size. And I decided to paint her hair, so it's a little more of a mustardy color. And that's when I was kind of experimenting on painting different types of hair. And I still have, you know, it takes a lot of practice to learn how to paint hair, but I love this little dolly. I really do, and she's one of my favorites. And I love that little sleeper on her. It's kind of a minty green with purple flowers and purple bows. And yeah, I think she's just beautiful. And I would say she's one of my very favorites. Although I love all my babies, but she's really one of my favorites. And so yeah, we all have our favorites in our hobby, don't we? Everybody kind of gravitates to certain ones, or maybe depending on the mood you're in. It's kind of fun to hold our babies, and they're very therapeutic. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on, and I've decided this new year, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I was shopping the other day, and I was kind of discouraged how people were just frantic, and there's a shortage of workers and that, and I came to realize that we all have to do our part in helping make the world a better place. When I see a sweater on the floor while I'm shopping, instead of ignoring it and just leaving it there, I pick it up and I fold it up and I put it back where it belongs. Or if you see garbage on the floor, you pick it up and throw it in the garbage can. Even if you didn't do that, I always feel like if we can all do our part. My sister and I were flying a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago to visit my dad, and I know airlines are really struggling right now. There are shortages of staff and that, and so we need to all be respectful and kind and be patient. And I always imagine what if I had that job, and how would I want to be treated? So we all need to be respectful and have a little more patience and thank the people that are helping us. And the other day I went in for my booster, and I thanked the pharmacist for doing that. I said, thank you so much for providing these or helping with giving out the vaccines, or administering the vaccines. I'm just very thankful and lucky that we live in a country where we can where these vaccines are readily available and we can go and get it. And of course, that's my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion about the vaccines, and I respect that. But so I'm really thankful. This year I just want to tell myself to be just thankful for the little things and appreciate the people that are helping us, and that kind of a thing. So I want to thank everybody for coming today, and I'll be making more videos again. My dad's feeling a lot better and doing better, and I appreciate all your prayers. And in family, things can happen very unexpectedly with family members and that. So I feel that prayer really helps a lot. And so I just wanted to come on and thank everybody for stopping by, and keep enjoying your dolly hobby and make it a positive place. And that's why we're here. We want it to be a happy place. We want everybody to enjoy the hobby and love their dollies and share their joy and that kind of a thing. So, but thanks everybody for stopping by, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.